Hello children, welcome to your English literature class. So as you can see, in today's session we shall be doing a lullaby. Before we start with the lullaby, we should know what a lullaby is. A lullaby is basically a song. It is a song which generally a mom, your mummies, you must have heard your mother singing a lullaby to your younger brother or sister. It is a song which is gentle and it is restful. It helps children to sleep. Now because a lullaby is usually sung for children, the words in a lullaby are very simple. When you were in your junior classes, you must have read the famous ones, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, isn't it? Or Rockabye Baby, On the Tree Top. So all these are simple lullabies which are sung for children to put them to sleep. So today we will read a different lullaby. Let's see what it is. Close your eyes gently and cuddle in. Keep yourself snug, a new day will begin. Have pleasant dreams about those things you love. Sleep is an island waiting above. Night is a blanket keeping you warm. If you close eyes, you can come to no harm. Dreams are like journeys drifting along. Rest is a present keeping you strong. So, Alan Norman, the one who has written this lullaby, tells you, the poet is putting a child to sleep, and what is he telling? Close your eyes gently, Simply you close your eyes and cuddle in, get inside your bed, keep yourself snug, keep yourself warm. So, they are telling the child to close eyes, cuddle, get inside the bed, keep warm so that a new day begins fresh. Have pleasant dreams about those things you love. So he's telling when you are dreaming, dream about the things that you love. So if you see all the things which you love in your dreams are supposed to be pleasant, nice, enjoyable dreams, Sleep is an island waiting above. So the poet says, sleep is island. That means it is like an island. Like an island, is surrounded by water. Your sleep is surrounded by dreams. So when you sleep, you are surrounded by wonderful dreams. Night is a blanket keeping you warm. Night keeps us warm, cozy. Warm means what? It keeps you comfortable. So the night is compared to a blanket. If you close eyes, you can come to no harm. So once you are asleep, when you are running around, you may fall, you may hurt yourself. But once you are asleep, you are closing your eyes, no harm comes your way. Dreams are like journeys. The poet says, when you travel, you travel by train, you travel by a bus, you reach to a special destination. That's a journey takes you to a particular destination. So dreams are also like journeys. They take you to wonderful places. In your dream, you can go anywhere. Isn't it? You can go anywhere in your dreams. So dreams are like journeys. Drifting along. They are moving, no direction, anywhere. As I told you, you can go anywhere in your dreams. So dreams take you to different places. Rest is a present. But what happens? When you sleep, you can rest. And rest is the gift given to you in your dreams, in your sleep. Sleep is giving you rest. And this rest, unless you rest, you cannot be healthy. Isn't it? So sleep gifts you with rest. And this rest helps you keep strong. If you're working the whole day and you don't sleep, you will fall sick. You will be weak. So rest is a present. It is a gift given to you by sleep so that you can remain strong and healthy. Now after you read this poem, you can see that the poet here has given us various comparisons. He has compared things. Like he's telling sleep is an island, night is a blanket, dreams are like journeys. So lot of comparisons are given. So we will learn what these comparisons are called. Okay, in the figures of speech, what these comparisons are. Similes and metaphors. So these are two new terms for you, but they are very simple. You just need to follow. Similes and metaphors, they are comparisons. You are comparing something to something else, someone to somebody else. Now what is a simile? A simile says one thing is like another. Suppose I say dreams are like journeys. She is as beautiful as a flower. So I'm comparing a girl to a flower. She is as beautiful as a flower. Okay. The butterfly is as colorful as a rainbow. Or you must have heard, she is like her mother. So you are comparing. So a simile says one thing is like another. It uses the words as and like. You need to remember, when during comparison the words as and like are used, we call it a simile. Metaphor is also a comparison. But metaphor says one thing is another. They don't say as and like. They will not say she is as beautiful as a flower. I say she is a flower. So what am I doing? I'm not telling she is as beautiful. I'm making her a flower. She is a flower. So metaphor says one thing is another. Sleep is an island. You did in the poem, no? Sleep is an island. They are not telling sleep is like an island. They are saying sleep is an island. So it is becoming very strong, no? Metaphor is stronger than a simile. It changes the entire thing. Once, if I say dream is like a journey, it is simile. But if I say dream is a journey, it is a metaphor. Both of them mean almost the same. Both of them mean the same. Okay, meaning is same. Dream will not become journey if I tell it dream is a journey. But the implication of a metaphor is stronger. That is why metaphors are always known as implied similes. You have to use your brain. It is understood. Dream is not journey. Dream is like a journey. If I say night is a blanket, night will not become a blanket. It is like a blanket only. So metaphor is an implied simile. If I say night is like a blanket, it is a simile. And if I say night is a blanket, it is a metaphor. So we'll do some exercises so that the thing becomes clear for you. See, write M against the sentences with metaphors and S against the sentences with similes. This is on page number 52 in your textbooks, okay? Books are treasure chests. So it is a metaphor. You will write down M. Books are treasure chests. The second one is, reading a book is like taking a journey into new lands. Like taking. So the word like is there. So it is a simile. Number C, my pillow is as soft as a cloud. So we are using the word as and we are comparing. It is simile again. You will write down S. But number D says, my grandmother is a mountain of strength. You're not saying she is like a mountain. We said grandmother is a mountain of strength. So it is a metaphor. Our teacher is a walking encyclopedia. So she is. Metaphor again. Number F. He is an angel. It's a metaphor. The sun is like a pot of melting butter. So I did not say sun is a pot of melting butter. We say the sun is like a pot. So this becomes a simile. S. The man is as old as the hills. We are comparing again using an as with the old. So it is a simile. Use metaphors or similes of your own to describe the following. If you want to tell someone who is clever, which simile will you use? Suppose you say as clever as a fox. This is the simile. I have written simile in the bracket so that you can understand while you are writing. Okay. If I say as clever as a fox, it's a simile. someone who is happy. So you can tell that person is as happy as a child. That is a simile. Your best friend is your apple of the eye. Metaphor, comparing him to as the apple. Your school, second home. Okay, that's again a metaphor. A butterfly, as colorful as a rainbow. Okay, your best friend, you can write apple of the eye. You can also write a ray of sunshine. I had discussed in your online classes, a ray of light. Okay, your friend can be a ray of light in your life. He can be like an apple, like the apple of the eye, because apple of the eye you must have done in your idioms and proverbs also. Okay. So is apple of the eye or ray of light. So I hope metaphors and similes are clear and you have also followed the poem. Question and answers and all will be given to you in your assignments. So that's all for today. Have a good day. Take care of yourself unless we meet again. Thank you and God bless.